Hi, my name's Rob from robandunphoto.com, and in this little video we're going to be looking at a really helpful app that you can use on your HTC One Max or any other Android phone, to be honest, that will give you a little bit of help about how to pose people if you're a photographer. And this is the posing app, which is a paid app actually from Google Play. But it really is very, very good indeed. And the beauty of obviously using something like this on the HTC One Max is the screen is massive, so you can really see what you're doing. So when you open up, you could dive straight into poses. But one of the good things to look at is the tips and tricks, because there's some really good little snippets of information, golden, I don't like to say rules, but golden guides that you can work through. And it tells you, the things you'd be doing, focusing on the eyes, making your pictures nice and simple. Nothing difficult about that, is there? And then you've got things like composition, what you should be doing, the rule of thirds, shooting from different angles, changing the distance. Now, if you're a fairly experienced photographer, lots of these things are going to be obvious, and you're going, well, yeah, of course, that's nice and simple, isn't it? But if you're new to this sort of thing, these guides to equipment and these little hints and tips are very, very useful indeed. Now, you can go through the hints and tips, and then you can dive straight into the poses. And the poses is just a collection of different types of people with nice, simple drawings about how you can pose them in interesting ways. So let's dive straight in and have a look at, say, the women. And what you can see here is we've got lots and lots of different poses, nice little line drawings. And then what we can do is we can select a particular pose. We can zoom in and look at it big. And then we can move through until we find kind of the thing that we are looking for. Now, if there's a particular pose that we think, yeah, oh gosh, yeah, I like that, I'm going to use that, we can add that to our favourite, so we've got kind of like a quick access to different things. Now, we might say, okay, that's good, but that's all sort of headshot heights. Let's zoom down and look at sort of 3/4 body shots, say things like this, and go, I don't know, what might we really want to do? Something like, say something like that, sort of sitting pose, and we go, oh yeah, we really like that too, and then we could add that to our favourites. And not only is it a good guide for how to pose people, it's also good for inspiration as well. And there's loads of different guides here, loads of different poses here. Some are probably more appropriate than others. So then we've got women, we've got children, we've got men, couples, loads of different things here. Great ideas. Again, because the beauty with these nice big pictures as well is that you can show them to the people, and you could say, well, look, this is what I'd like you to do, because it can be tricky, working with strangers. You don't always want to touch them, do you, and say put your hand here and put your hand here. You can just show them, say, look, this is what I'd like you to do, and you could come up with some, and there's some really nice poses in here, nice and simple. You could show them to people, and again, it's not always about copying, it's about being inspired to. You're not going to copy them inch to inch where every single finger goes, and then you could kind of add that to your favourites too. Weddings. Never have done a wedding myself. I mean, I've married, but I've never actually had to go photographing a wedding. I don't think I'm quite brave enough for that yet, but again, there's loads of great advice, loads of great inspiration here for little shots, because although the greatest wedding photographers make everything look spur of the moment, most of the really good stuff is actually directed by the photographer, who will say, right, this is what who's got an idea in his or her mind, this is what I want, and this is what I want you to do. And obviously, if you've got these in your phone that you can quickly show to somebody, then it's going to make the whole process much quicker. So there we go. There's some glamour stuff as well, which I haven't bothered buying, because I'm not in a position to do glamour photography. But here we go. So that's the posing app. Again, it's a paid for app. It's only a couple of pounds, couple of dollars, I think, max of that on Google Play. Well worth having if you're into portrait photography, because it will speed up not only you in terms of knowing what you want from your subjects, but you can also, and it will give you lots of inspiration for ideas for photos, but you can also show it to your subjects to speed up the whole process. My name's Rob from robandunphoto.com. Thanks for watching.